Hello, Aston Villa fans. Welcome to the Villa Forever podcast. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. We're getting very close to 700 subscribers, and subscribing is completely free. This is the AVFC weekly recap. Well, this week's weekly recap is going to be a little bit different, especially as Aston Villa didn't have a Premier League game this weekend. I bet most Villa fans have been very bored. And I actually don't know what the reason why we actually didn't play. I don't know it's because of the cup maybe or extra games, I'm not sure. But anyway, it felt very strange. Well, at least the team get a good rest before FA Cup action against Chelsea on Friday. On Friday, we play against Chelsea, Stamford Bridge, in the FA Cup fourth round. On Friday, it's a 7:45 p.m. kickoff. So it'll be a game under the lights at Stamford Bridge. Well, this week's weekly recap, I'll be doing a transfer news special. First of all, with the first talking point I'm going to talk about, in the transfer window, we have been heavily linked with former Manchester City player and Middlesbrough striker Morgan Rogers. And even though Middlesbrough rejected the first attempt, according to Fabrizio Romano on Twitter, Aston Villa will make a second improved bid to agree a deal. It'd be great if you could get this deal done and complete it. And this signing would definitely make sense for Unai Emery. He's young, 21 years old, which still means he wants to learn and improve. And under a manager like Unai Emery, he's the perfect coach to do it. And I'll tell you some of the qualities I like about Morgan Rogers. This guy has a lot of pace, making clever runs. Also, he's been tearing up the Championship with Middlesbrough at the moment. And to be fair, he's been scoring a lot of goals at the moment. Another thing to mention, we definitely need a striker. But before I go into that, if you look at the past signings we've signed, for signings in the Championship, but some of the signings do work. If you look at Ollie Watkins a couple of seasons ago, and Dean Smith, we signed him from Brentford from the Championship. And look at what a player he'd become. I bet Watkins, though, is worth a lot of money. But with Morgan Rogers, he'd be a very good backup in case Watkins gets injured. It's very important we get a backup. Also, I'm not sure if this news is true, but also John Duran has been linked with a move away. And it's been a little bit of a surprise. But he's been linked with Chelsea. So we have to wait to see what happens. Well, another transfer story I want to talk about is a Serbian player, Kosta Nedeljkovic. We are expected to sign him after a bid was accepted. An Aston Villa reporter from The Athletic, Jacob Tanswell, has reported he's expected to have a medical at Bodymore Heath in the next few days. And on Jacob Tanswell's Twitter, the sort of the deal supposed to be worth up to 8 million. Well, let me tell you a bit about Nedeljkovic. Nedeljkovic is an 18-year-old Serbian right back who plays for Red Star Belgrade. The Red Star Belgrade, as we know, are the best team in Serbia. And a good thing to mention as well is Champions League experience, especially playing against Manchester City this season, which wasn't that long ago. I'll tell you the qualities that I like about him. This right back is very energetic and he looks very promising. Let's remember, he's 18 years old. He's playing at high level football, which is amazing for his age. Promising for the future. And what I like about him, he will suit Unai Emery's system. And it's great to have another option in the right back position, competing with Matty Cash. And it'd be great, that would definitely give competition. And it would be a great addition to having Nedeljkovic in the squad. But we're coming towards the end of the podcast almost. So before we finish the podcast, I want to talk about one more transfer story. And this was a little bit of a surprise to me. Emery has recalled Kane Kessler from Plymouth Argyle. And this one was definitely a shock. But I heard the news, but I do like him though. But with Emery, he will be willing to learn. And hopefully he will flourish. And with Unai Emery, even Kessler will definitely improve with him. There's no better manager to do it. And it's nice to give the youngsters a good chance, which I'm always for that. So that's what I like. Emery keeps giving the youngsters a chance as well. And it'll give Kessler a point to prove. Even if he can impress off the bench. So well done to him. Well, that is all is left for this week's weekly recap. So I'll tell you about the pre-match talk show. We'll be back again live on 7 p.m. on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. So make sure you tune in 7 p.m. Thursday. Looking forward to doing the pre-match talk show again. And we're looking ahead to FA Cup action before we take on Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. So I'll be doing the podcast on Thursday with show regular Ben Clark and we have a Chelsea fan on the show as well, Charlie Harris. And he is from the We Talk Chelsea podcast. So please make sure to tune into that one and get involved. And try to get involved with your comments as well. Thank you everyone for watching. So have a great week. Up the Villa.